Welcome back, gang, and it's another episode of Minecraft Let's Plays with me, Golden Demon. This is my forever world. In our last episode, we conquered the end. We went and we explored the end cities. Well, at least one end city. We got our wings, and now we need gunpowder. In order for me to do the creeper farm that I like, though, I need some slime. So that's where we start today, out here in a swamp, just getting a little bit of slime. So sit back, relax, like, subscribe, comment on the video, and let's get into it. Well, one night of sitting around on my little makeshift slime farm gave me 30 slime balls. It's not the best, but it's enough to get me started for what I need. So we're going to head back home. Oh, I got a little boat here. Let's check out the boat. Oh, moss. That's big. I like moss, poison potatoes, regular potatoes, and leather pants and stuff. Well, I don't care. Okay. Heading southeast. That's that way, right? Southeast. Yep. That's interesting. So let's go do that. So we got a map. Nothing big. This is the one with the gold and the iron in it. It was about here that I wanted to add a nice time-lapsed replay mod in the middle of all the video, right? I wanted to time-lapse a nice creeper farm. Well, how much I got done of it. I was only able to get a few layers, but apparently I'm not savvy with the computer as much as I hoped I was, and I can't seem to get the replay mod working. I have to get another file downloaded to make it render, and honestly, I need to learn a lot more about how replay works. I've done replays in the past, and they worked okay, but I can't seem to get it working. Anyway, yeah. So what we will do, well, first we'll sleep, and then we'll take a moment and go look at the farm and just kind of give a brief overview of what we got going on. Let's see, was it this way or that way? It's that way. There it is. So I'll just land here so that the farm will work, and then we'll use FreeCam to take a look around. The one thing I don't like about building farms like this is the number of bats. I might have to go looking for an anti-bat mod. Jeez. I do know that I can use, like, I could go into creative and give myself a command block and set up a command block that slash kills bats every 2-3 minutes. But it's just so much. So anyway, A little bit about the farm. Currently, I have it set up slightly wrong. So let's see if I can get in here. So in here, I have the dispenser pointing down. And then on top of that, I have the observer looking up. The problem with that is that the observer sees every change in that water stream, which when it's dissipating is actually quite a lot. Watch how many phases it kind of goes through when it dissipates here in a second. And you can hear the observer and the dispensers going off just tons of times. So basically what you need to do is the observer needs to be looking at a dispenser. So the observer needs to be up here. No, the dispenser needs to be in the ceiling. No, that can't be it either. Yeah, the dispenser needs to be in the ceiling and pointing up, right? And then below that, you have an observer looking at it, powering down. No, that's because then that would be this block here. Yeah, that's right. So this observer powering downward, and that's going to power the dispenser below it. But anyway, I need to change some stuff. But so we've got 4 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got each of them done to where there's no spiders. So you see that the glass columns are in a nice array. And then the glass edges also eliminate spider spawning. I can, here, let me go ahead and put the picture that I use right here. And that just shows us exactly where the columns go, exactly where all the side edges that have to be glass as well. And then, of course, as in all the creeper design or creeper farms of this design, the ceiling has to be a trapdoor, and that's to keep the size below skeleton size. Skeletons and zombies are just slightly taller than creepers. So when you put in a trapdoor, the creeper can spawn, but the skeletons and zombies cannot. So if you look right there, I have a single solitary open, or no, it's not that one. It's this one here. This one stays open because of the powered up top, because it's right above this. So what ends up happening is this trapdoor stays open, and actually zombie and a skeleton will spawn there from time to time. It doesn't affect the farm rates all that much, but yeah. So then they're pushed off by the water streams, and the water streams will get more consistent when I change up the direction for the observers and the dispensers. But then they're pushed off and they're pushed down to the collection plate here. And then the water streams all push them into the nice fire. Oh, perfect timing. Water streams all push them into the nice fire. Sometimes they're a little bouncy because they're trying to get out. But the moment they stop pathfinding, they're down into the fire. Burn, burn, burn. And into the chests for collection. So yeah. That's the creeper farm in its current state. Now, like I said, I've got 4 platforms here. I've got enough space to put in another 8 platforms. I've got enough space for 12 total. Currently, that's already getting me like a stack or 3 every hour that I AFK. Or no, every 10 minutes that I AFK. It's like a few stacks. So I don't know that I'll actually need to increase the size. This is gonna be pretty good for me. I've already got I even have my firework shulker out. I've already got this much, and it's so. The other interesting part about this farm and the location is that from here, I can go down, showing you in free cam. I've got a little paper farm that I also built up. Right. Crap. Right. Over here. And as you just saw, it's still growing even though I'm where I'm at. So I'm close enough to this farm for it to be active. Now, the problem with this farm, your general problem, is I set it up wrong. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go, I was just thinking in the lines of collection and farm. So I went, okay, I got one row of sugarcane, one row of water, two rows of sugarcane, one row of water, two rows of sugarcane. Yeah. And the problem with that is there's no rows for me to put in observers and pistons to knock down these 2 rows of sugarcane. So I've got to tear this down and rebuild it eventually. That is a problem for another day. We're not going to do that today. What we are going to do today is get into fixing the dispensers and the observers, at the very least. Let's go do that. That seems to be weird. What the heck's going on? Oh, I see. That's funny. Okay. So, dispensers facing up. Okay, so how do I get a signal down to? I guess we could probably just go double observer, and that'll do it, but now I need another observer. Okay. Back to what we're doing. Oh no! Dang it. I bet that blew up part of my farm. It sure as hell did. Oh. Dang it. Where are my torches? Okay, they're on. Let's go ahead and torch it up and do that thing. Because apparently we are really doing a number to our farm. No, not you. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and torch this one up. I'm having all kinds of problems. I think I've got junk down here somewhere. Yep, here we go. Some stuff. Oh, I don't need the gunpowder quite yet. Nope, don't need the gunpowder. Don't need the bones. Okay. Back up. Ow. Pain in the ass. Here's a quick lesson, kids. Make sure that you have your farm set up right so you don't have to go back into it when they're full of creepers. Okay, we got the water stream fixed at least. And now let's make sure that I don't have any spiders. Kind of just watch it for a moment or two. I'm also not seeing any creepers. That's a little concerning. Oh, there we go. Nice. And I don't see any spiders. See creepers. And I know I've got one spot up here that a skeleton or zombie can spawn in. Oh. Oh, I got an extra block. Need to remove that. On the bottom row. On this side. Got it. That's going to be real hard because that creeper is going to sit there for a while. Where's my, yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and sleep. Do I have a bed? Of course I don't. Is it in here? It is in here. Ah, there he is. Of course, if he's right there, I might be able to bow shoot him off, right? I'll be able to reach him. There we go. And then I just need to wait and make sure nothing falls into that. And then zoom in. Nice. Perfect. Come down here and gather up any supplies that I might have dropped. Okay, so that's fixed. Every once in a while in these amplified worlds, I like to come around and do a little bit of cleanup. Things like this little floating island. While floating islands are fun, ones that are small and janky, I'm just going to get rid of. So there we are. We fixed a little farm. We just got rid of a little bit of a jank in our area. Oh, that's another little one. Oh, I hate those. Just a single block floating. And then this little bit over there. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of those too. But anyway, I think today I would like to go exploring a little bit and maybe find some place to call a base. Let's empty out our inventory, and then we'll also do a little bit of prep to make sure that we're going to not lose our little area here. And then maybe we'll take a lodestone with us and a new compass, because we have this compass right in our bundle that points towards here, and it's labeled that it points towards here. Maybe we'll make another one that points towards our new base. Let's just get rid of a bunch of this junk here. Let's go exploring. Let's see. So if I remember right, we came from that way. Right? That's going to lead back to 0, right? So that's our spawn, and that's our little village, and that's a lot of stuff that way. So I don't think we need to go that way at all. That way being south. We did travel a bit west and east. One of them was the correct way, and one of them was the incorrect way to find the stronghold. So maybe we just continue on farther north in search of some place to call home. I have an idea of what I want to build for a structure for a base. I've got there's a convention center of all things in, I want to say Tokyo, that has a really cool design that I'm going to mimic. I wouldn't say fully copy, because you know how it is. Minecraft doesn't typically fully copy real life structures very well. But I will come close. Oh, look at that. Well, stronghold or pillager outpost. They have, yeah, they have a. Oh, hi. Anything else worth taking? Not really. Back north. We got a horn, though. That's kind of neat. Savannah Nunana. Yep, that's a little savannah over there. Take a little nappy. Obviously, with it being an amplified world, I'm probably not going to find any place flat enough for what I want to build. But I might find... Whoa, that was neat. But I might find like a plateau that's easy enough to level off, or I might even find a bit of ocean that's fun to build on, because it could be an ocean bit and not and be pretty cool. It's built on 4 pillars, so the pillars could go down to the ocean pretty easily. I would really prefer to not be in snowy biomes. Well, at the very least, what's going to happen is I'm going to take some of this back with me. Tear down at least one of these. Get some saplings. Okay. Now we might be talking. So maybe on this sandbar, I build up, right? And then that leaves this kind of area surrounding for just decoration and maybe a bit of extra building. I've got a nearby outpost, and we had a nearby ocean monument. This might be kind of fun. Let's go see what's in that boat. This one. Yeah, this area seems cool. Oh, and there's even a village here. Sort of. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. I think finding a nice area to call home, that's been a big accomplishment. And then we've got our little industrial area. I think we're going to do really well. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. I'm Golden Demon. Ta-ta!